Behind gates guarded by centuries of secrecy, a family silently shapes empires, politics, and fortunes. Rothschild's $500 million estate is more than a home. It's a fortress of hidden power, where luxury and mystery collide in ways the world can only imagine. The enigmatic arrival. As you approach the estate, the experience feels almost surreal. Winding roads cut through dense forests of century-old trees, their shadows dancing on the ground like silent guards. The mansion suddenly emerges from the horizon, a palace of white marble and intricate stonework, seemingly floating in time. Yet the grandeur of its exterior is only the first layer. Behind its towering gates lie hidden corridors, private wings, and secret alcoves designed to hide treasures from even the most discerning eyes. Every corner, every arch, every carved stone seems to whisper, "This is only the beginning." This is not just a home, it is a fortress of wealth, history. Beneath the polished facade, subtle details hint at untold secrets. Golden crests etched into the gates, shadowed balconies overlooking unseen gardens, and staircases veiled behind ornate doors suggest a labyrinth of private chambers. Lanterns carved from crystal glow, faintly at night, illuminating paths that only a select few are permitted to traverse. The estate radiates power in silence, the kind that influences politics, commerce, and history without a word spoken. Even the wind through the trees seems purposeful, carrying whispers of the family's centuries-long dominion. Arriving here is more than a journey. It is an initiation into a world where luxury and secrecy are inseparable, and where every step hints at treasures and knowledge the world will never fully know. Hallways of history. Step inside, and the hallways themselves transform into a living gallery where every wall, every shadow, and every whisper exudes centuries of opulence. The floors are polished marble, reflecting chandeliers carved from crystal and gold, their light casting shifting patterns that seem almost alive. The walls are lined with paintings so rare that some have never left private collections. Rumors whisper that a few were secretly smuggled from European palaces during wars, while others were personally gifted by monarchs and heads of state, each carrying the weight of power and prestige. Between the paintings, sculptures emerge like silent guardians. A bronze knight frozen mid-strike, a marble goddess whose gaze seems to follow, and artifacts rescued from the ruins of empires, each telling a story of conquest, intrigue, or forbidden knowledge. As you move deeper, the hallways themselves seem to bend, twisting subtly like a labyrinth designed to conceal more than it reveals. The air is thick with history, the faint scent of rare wood, antique parchment, and aged stone hinting at secrets long kept. Every footstep echoes against centuries of wealth, authority, and influence, as if the estate itself remembers the decisions made within these walls, alliances forged, fortunes amassed, and destinies altered. Walking here is not just observing luxury, it is entering a sanctuary where time slows, and the silent witnesses of power remind you that every piece, every shadow, every corridor is part of a story that the world outside will never fully grasp. The hidden wine catacombs. A spiral staircase, concealed behind a false wall of intricately carved wood, leads down into the estate's legendary wine catacombs, a world hidden from the eyes of even the most privileged visitors. The air is cool and scented with oak and faint traces of aged cork, carrying the weight of centuries. Thousands of bottles rest in climate-controlled vaults, arranged with meticulous precision. Some have matured for over 100 years, their labels faded, yet still whispering stories of grand feasts and secret gatherings of kings, nobles, and diplomats. Rare vintages from Bordeaux, Champagne, and Tuscany lie in shadow, each one a silent testament to patience, taste, and the art of preservation. The vaults are more than storage. They are a sanctuary of liquid history. Imagine lifting a bottle that may have accompanied a monarch during a secret negotiation, survived revolutions, or been uncorked at a celebration hidden from the public eye. Each sip would be a communion with time itself. Some bottles are so valuable that even a single taste could surpass the annual earnings of most families. Yet these treasures are not flaunted. They are lived, savored in private chambers, and guarded with a level of secrecy that borders on obsession. Dim lanterns cast a warm glow on the rows of wine, creating long, twisting shadows that seem to echo whispers of past celebrations, clandestine deals, and the quiet power that flows through the Rothschild lineage. Descending here is more than witnessing luxury. It is stepping into a hidden world where wealth, history, and indulgence entwine in the most intoxicating harmony. Gardens of illusion. The estate's gardens are not just landscapes. They are living masterpieces, sprawling across acres with a precision that borders on obsession. Hedge mazes twist and coil like sentient labyrinths, their leaves whispering secrets as moonlight dances through the branches. Hidden fountains play soft, haunting melodies at night, their waters catching lantern light to create illusions of movement and life. Rare flowers bloom in intricate patterns, some visible only from elevated viewpoints, as if the gardens themselves are designed to reward the most observant. Exotic trees cast ever-shifting shadows, turning pathways into dynamic tapestries that feel almost alive. True magic is in secrecy. Hidden paths wind to secluded gazebos, ornate pavilions, and private sculptures, some centuries old, some contemporary, each chosen to delight select guests alone. Tiny art installations, almost imperceptible at first glance, reveal themselves only to those willing to explore further, as if the estate itself tests your curiosity and discretion. Every turn is a promise of discovery, every corner a surprise. The air carries the faint aroma of rare blooms mixed with polished stone and fresh water, a sensory reminder that this is no ordinary garden. Here luxury is experiential. The estate transforms you from visitor to explorer in a world where elegance and enigma coexist and where beauty is carefully curated to conceal as much as it reveals. Secret chambers and private theaters. Inside the mansion, luxury becomes an intricate game of discovery. Rooms hide within rooms, corridors twist in ways that seem impossible, and moving bookshelves reveal chambers invisible to casual eyes. Behind one seemingly ordinary study, a hidden cinema awaits, its walls lined with soundproof panels, plush velvet seating, and rare films that cannot be streamed or purchased. Other chambers are sanctuaries of solitude, private lounges bathed in soft golden light, music barely audible, offering spaces for quiet reflection away from the world. Every secret room is meticulously designed to surprise, delight, and indulge. Some are built for entertainment, hosting intimate performances or clandestine gatherings, while others hold treasures or collections too precious to leave in the open. The design is both playful and purposeful, a labyrinth of indulgence where every corner conceals history, art, and legacy. Moving through these hidden spaces, you realize that the Rothschilds don't just collect wealth, engineering each secret chamber to mirror their intelligence, foresight, and unparalleled taste. Nothing is as it seems, and every discovery feels like stepping further into a world few will ever witness. Collections worth empires. Beyond the estate's walls of marble and crystal, Rothschild's private collections tell a story that few will ever witness. Antique watches, some painstakingly handcrafted centuries ago, lie in hidden safes alongside gemstones so rare they rival crowns in value and legend. Manuscripts penned by ancient scholars, their ink still faint but potent with knowledge, sit beside coins from lost civilizations and ceremonial artifacts from forgotten dynasties. Every object carries a history, each a bridge to a time when power was measured in influence, not currency. These treasures are not merely possessions. They are emblems of legacy. A gemstone might have adorned a queen during secret negotiations. A manuscript could have guided a king's decision in war. Walking through these rooms is like traversing centuries in an instant, where the weight of history is palpable and every glance invites wonder. The vaults are silent yet alive with stories, guarded meticulously so that the past remains untouched by the outside world. This is a domain where wealth transcends money, where every collectible embodies power, prestige, and a connection to civilizations long gone. Here, luxury isn't flashy, it is profound, rare, testament to a family whose influence spans generations and continents. Technology meets timelessness. Though the Rothschild estate radiates centuries of history, it conceals a modern heartbeat beneath its timeless facade. Behind walls of carved marble and gilded wood, the most advanced technologies operate silently, invisible to casual eyes. Private gyms boast cutting-edge equipment designed for peak performance, while entertainment systems rival the finest theaters, delivering immersive experiences in chambers that appear centuries old. Security is flawless yet discreet, blending biometric access, hidden cameras, and AI-driven surveillance into ornate hallways and hidden corridors. The genius lies in the seamless fusion of eras, ancient stone, frescoed ceilings, and intricate woodwork conceal innovations that anticipate every need. Luxury here transcends the visible. It is the quiet satisfaction of moving through a space where tradition and modernity coexist without compromise. Every corner, from hidden elevators to climate-controlled art vaults, reflects a mastery of design and engineering, proving that true wealth is not only seen or held, it is experienced in every perfect detail, both historic and invisible. The mystique of solitude. Ultimately, the Rothschild estate's deepest secret is not the staggering wealth, the rare art, or the priceless collectibles, but the power of absolute, unbroken solitude. Within these walls, every corridor, chamber, and hidden garden has been designed to isolate its inhabitants from the world beyond. The family moves through secret passageways, private lounges, and hidden theaters unseen by any outsider, surrounded by treasures that most can only dream of glimpsing. Here, privacy is a living, breathing form of luxury, a rare privilege that no amount of money elsewhere can secure. Solitude transforms every experience into something extraordinary. Mornings begin with sunlight filtering through secluded gardens, the air scented with exotic flowers, and the only sound is the soft whisper of nature through ancient trees. Evenings unfold in hidden chambers where rare wines are savored in silence, or private performances unfold for an audience of one. Every moment is meticulously curated, turning isolation into indulgence, contemplation into opulence, and quiet into absolute power. The estate teaches a singular lesson in a world obsessed with display and spectacle. The true mark of luxury is control over one's experience. Freedom to exist undisturbed, surrounded by unimaginable treasures, becomes more valuable than gold, jewels, or fame. Here, solitude is not emptiness. It is the rarest luxury of all, a living treasure more precious than any artifact, accessible only to those who dwell behind these impenetrable gates, in a realm where time, wealth, and mystery converge in perfect harmony. Rothschild's $500 million estate is more than a home. It is a living vault of history, power, and mystery. Every hallway whispers secrets. Every room hides stories. Every treasure reflects centuries of wealth, taste, and foresight. Few will ever walk these corridors, and fewer will ever know their full depth. Step into this world and you realize true luxury isn't just possession. It's the art of secrecy, the thrill of discovery, and the elegance of experience. Subscribe now to explore more billionaire secrets, hidden treasures, and luxurious worlds you never knew existed.